Hi, changebringer. Yes, you are a changebringer. Did you know that if you change something inside of you, something will change in your world, in the world, and in the universe? That's how powerful you are, and we all are. So let's bring some changes today. Today's video is about falling in love. What happens to you when you fall in love, and how can you use this falling in love to the benefit for your body and your life? Yeah. Okay. Well, I have sometimes clients who fall in love and it's an awkward situation. For example, they're married and have kids, or they're having a good relationship, and then suddenly, boom, they fall in love with somebody else. And they come in and are very upset. They're very confused, don't know what to do, can't eat, can't sleep, doubts about everything in their lives, and so on and so on. Feel guilty, of course. Yeah. And I always say falling in love is a healing process. And most times it has nothing to do with the other person you fall in love with. That's maybe very strange, yeah? But it means that your self-love wasn't flowing that much. And look at the previous video, it's all about self-love. So let me explain what happens when you fall in love. When you fall in love, falling in love is connection with a frequency that's almost the same that's in your unconscious. Let me explain. In your unconscious, there's a connection, collection of a lot of information. Yeah. Okay. And you can divide it, if you want to be extreme, in the female and the male part. For example, me, female, I will become like the information that is in my unconscious of the female part. Where does that collection come from? It comes from DNA, so previous generations, mothers and grandmothers and grand-grandmothers. It can be five generations. Then previous lives as a woman, and all the information you got and you absorbed about your mother when you were in the womb, and also your first 3 years in your life that you were not conscious that you were a woman or a man. Yeah, the difference. So I remember around 3 years when I discovered that there was two different, genders in the world. There were the male and the female, and I was part of the female. And for me, that was a little bit confusing because I could feel the connection with everybody. And then suddenly I realized I'm at this side, the women's side, not the male side. That was a very strange experience for me. It was very confusing in the beginning. Not confusing as being that I doubted my gender, but it was not such a nice experience because there was a division and I saw everybody as one, and now it wasn't. And that was very disappointing. That's the word, disappointing. I was very disappointed as a young child. But anyway, I got over that. But what I mean is when I grow up and when a woman grows up, you get all the information out of your female part. I call it the anima, mother, yeah, the female part. Then in your unconscious, you also have the information of all what it has to do with the male part. So your previous generations, your previous life as a man, and then everything about father, brothers, uncles, what you observed in your, especially your three first years in your life. You're like a sponge, yeah? If you have a violent father, you will attract violent man in your life. If you have a weak father, you attract weak, and so on and so on. It is quite difficult to explain, but I'm gonna try to make it very easy for you. So, as a female, when you fall in love with a male, and let's keep it simple, yeah, a hetero relationship, then you connect with the information of another male, with the unconscious of your animus. I call it the animus, yeah, the anima is the female, I forgot to tell you, and the animus, the male. Later on, I discovered in psychology, they also call it the anima and the animus. Ma, you can remember ma, mother, yeah, all with the female and then the male. So every person has anima and animus. So me as a female, I have anima. I built my character on that, and you can change it. And you have the animus, and you fall in love with the person. You can change that too. So, because a lot of people ask me, why do I always fall in love with the wrong people? Yeah, I can make a video about that. So, okay, so you fall in love. So there is this connection about the information, because information is frequency. So you have in your own conscious the information about me as a female, the animus male, and you get in contact with a man who almost has the same frequencies information in his unconscious animus, where he built his character on. Yeah. And then you have this boom connection, because falling in love is this pleasant emotion in the heart chakra. I'm not going to tell you how it moves. I'm not going to tell you how it moves, but it's the feeling of connection in steroids. Yeah. Then it can happen that the person doesn't even notice you. It can happen that the person doesn't fall in love with you because his animus has to have the same information as your his anima, female, has to have the same information as your anima, and then he can connect with you. Let's do it for a male. You're a male. You have your animus. You build your character on that. You can always change that. I can tell you how you do that. Then you have your anima. There's information, a lot of information there. And you get in contact with a woman, and she almost has the same frequency information as you, and boom, yeah, there's this connection. And that's what we call falling in love, because you feel this frequency in your heart chakra. I'm not going to tell you how it moves, but it is connection, the emotion of connection on steroids. That's why you don't need to drink, eat. Drink is exaggerated, but you're not hungry, you can't sleep, your body glows. It is a booster for your body. And then people who come in my practice, and then they say, I fell in love with somebody, but I have a good relationship. I have kids. I'm happy. Why am I falling in love? Then I advise the person, you don't have to go into the needs of the ego, because the ego says, oh, I feel connected. I feel this connection. Well, you can't feel, but yeah. And I want to be with this person. But you can disconnect from the person, but still feel the feeling of being in love. How can you do that? You don't connect it with in the physical plane with the person, but you keep connecting with the feeling in your body. So you block the outside world, what's happening there, but you can feel the inside world. And with blocking, I mean the ego wants, of course, to react immediately, be with the person, because the ego thinks this feeling is going to go away when the person is not with me, or the person, I don't see the person anymore. That's not true. Test it out. If you feel this feeling, this movement in your heart chakra that we call falling in love, you can activate it by feeling it. Not feeling with the brain, of course. You need to feel from the feeling, from the belly, yeah? And independent from the brain, but at the same time, there is a secret, yeah? And then you feel this glow in your heart chakra, this glow. And then the ego drops away, because that is the self-love. I made a video about self-love. Look at the video about self-love. This is the self-love that you can feel, and then it fulfills your body. It fulfills your body, and the ego just drops out. When you're in the body, there's no necessity for the ego anymore. And then the ego can't sweep you up and say, I have to be with the person and I am going to leave my family behind and have to be with this person, because a lot of people do that and then regret it afterwards and find out that this was not their soulmate, their partner, what the ego is telling you. Yeah, because the ego wants. Remember, in the previous video, I told you, if you don't feel the self-love, there's an emptiness, and the ego tries to fill it up. Poor ego. He does what he can do, yeah, on his own. And he tells you things that, of course, are not true, because he is dysfunctional. The ego is dysfunctional. So here you go. So when you fall in love, it means that your body needs a boost of self-love, and that you were far away from the body for a long time, and the body is made to self-sustain, yeah? So then you as a soul try to do everything to activate the self-love, yeah? And then this happens. This soul comes into your life and you feel connected with the animus or the anima, and then boom, you feel this amazing feeling in your heart chakra, the love you feeling, and it is a booster for your body. It is it sometimes can be so strong that your body starts detoxing, and then you feel sick, yeah? So all the toxic stuff comes out of your body. It can do a lot of things. It can heal a lot of things. And healing is not always a pleasant experience sometimes. Detoxing is not always a pleasant experience sometimes, but let it be, because the body wants to live, wants to be here. And of course, you as a soul also, you wish the body to be in an optimal way and enjoy it. And if you as a soul can't get close to the body because you let the ego function so much in the outside world, focus on the outside world, then of course you as a soul are smarter and you find a way to get around it. So here you go. Falling in love is not a bad thing in any situation where you are in. Just use it to heal your body, to detox your body, to level up your frequency of the body, and enjoy it. just enjoy it. Even if it is not fitting in your life, um, be aware that it is because your body needs to detox. It needs to become higher in frequency. It has a lack of love. There you go. So, if you know people who fall in love a lot, that means that they are not in their body, far away from their body. Look at the self-love video, how it works. And the ego tries to fill it up. And it's not fulfilling, but you can use this love you feeling to heal the body and rejuvenate the body, um, and get this fulfilled feeling. But don't get, of course, addicted to it. And a lot of people get addicted to it. They go from relationship to relationship to relationship because they want to feel this feeling of fulfillment. And once you feel it, you don't need it in the outside world anymore. But you have a lot here to share. Okay, that was, I hope, not too difficult, because that is the most difficult thing I ever explained to people about the animus and the anima, and why you fall in love, and why, things happen what happened. And I will also explain to you in another video why you always fall in love with the not suitable partner, and how you can change that, because you can change that. And also how you can change your animus or anima, where you build your own um, um, character, that's the word, your own character, on how you can change that. Yeah, because you're not always happy with the character that you are, and you can change that in your unconscious. And how you do that, I can explain to you also. So much to share. Okay, see you in the next video. Enjoy. If you're in love, enjoy it, feel it, and nurture your body with it. See you, and bye bye.